Hey folks, hope you're having a good afternoon. Today we're watching a 3v2 9K fleets on each side in Canyon. It's a facility capture, which means that the blue team, the attackers, have to capture this before the 43-minute timer is up. I've been watching this for a while. The teams, no fire has been exchanged yet as far as I can see. The teams have just maneuvered themselves to kind of a ready position, preparing to assault. We have over here, we have a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser pair. This is Mark 62s and missiles or torpedoes. We have lots of PD and E-War here and some guns. And a couple of corvettes with E-War corvette and a battleship with guns. And another battleship with guns up here. So that's it for the blue team. They just got a couple, they got two battleships and a cruiser frigate pair. And then orange is all over the place. They got what they call a rail array, which is seven rail destroyers and a battleship over here with beams. Ooh, somebody's getting beamed. It's the first engagement, I believe. They've spotted the corvette over there, so they're shooting at that, but obviously this battleship is going to take a lot of damage from these beams. Got caught kind of off guard there. He's trying to back up and get out of dodge. That's going to be some serious damage there. Battleships are tough, though. Maybe he'll be alright in the short term. Oh, here comes the rail array. That's not looking good either. So anyway, the other team's got a rail array, B battleship, gun frigate, and then I got a bunch of stuff going on the bottom here. They have this little corvette to spot and watch the point. And then I got a couple more corvettes down here with pinards, a war frigate, and a light cruiser with Mark 62s. Some of those might be 63s or 4s, I don't know. Where did our battleship go? We see some scouting thunderheads coming around the bend here. Or maybe he's trying to attack that battleship from a different angle. I think he was just trying to get the angle on the battleship and figure out exactly where he was at. So it looks like he's done that. Is this the damaged one or the other one? I think this is the other one. Yeah, so this is the damaged battleship, so he's not looking too hot. Close. I like this crazy close range engagement, especially considering the size of this board. This guy's rotated the wrong way, so he can't even return fire right now. Those guns are slowly tracking upward as the battleship rotates this way. But he's getting wrecked. And he's obviously outgunned by the beams at point blank range here. See a missile going out? I'm not sure what kind of missile that was. This battleship's down. Wow. Wow, that was quick. The Sword of Damocles is officially kicked the bucket. Okay, we see a lot of Hunt Thunderheads coming down on that battleship from his other battleship up here. I think a bunch of these are going to hit, so could have an eye for an eye here. He got his chaff out in time, just barely. It's pretty rough for the blue team. Okay, we got a couple gun hits here. There's another wave of thunderheads. These are gonna get some hits. Don't see any rail support yet coming from the array. It's probably still turning around. They've taken out this Corvette on the side here, the spotter. This battleship's not looking so hot. It looks like this light cruiser might be making a run for the facility here. Left this heavy cruiser behind, which is a curious decision. I guess he's in gun range, though. He's engaging this heavy cruiser on the other side here. I'm having trouble hitting this guy. Guess he's on evasive maneuvers. Ooh. That was a big rail hit. And another one. This light cruiser is not long for this world. The view from up here, the battlefield. Surprised they're not firing on this battleship more. The rail array. I feel like he could even split his fire and have a couple of them focus on this. Oh, this guy's retaliating with thunderheads of his own. Or actually, these are dumbfire squalls meant to waste his chaff and maybe do some damage. Blue team is in the zone. And this frigate that looked like it was guarding the zone is not actually in the area. So he's going to have to reverse course. He's not paying attention. Still burning away from the objective. Could be a problem for the orange team. This guy is heading upward to go for the objective. Which guy surrendered? Certainly wasn't this guy. Hungry Hippo. I think it's the owner of this guy, these ships down here. The Sword of Damocles. Over about that battleship. Oh, he's like hiding in the middle of the facility. That's pretty good. Oh, he's like docking with it practically. That's awesome. Let's take a picture of that. Be cool if there was a spot where he could actually dock. Don't hit the fuel tanks. Blue team is halfway to the hole. I don't think this Corvette is going to survive that long, though. He's obviously trying to move it up over top of this obstacle. Still having a battleship skirmish over here. The beam battleship is now returning fire. I think the blue team is in trouble. The only thing they have going for them is this Corvette. Sorry about the alarm there. El Bastardo. This light cruiser is still getting railed. This heavy cruiser is still... It looks like he might actually be heading for the rail array. It's interesting. I don't know how much he's going to be able to make happen up there. I'm not sure what happens in this game mode if they're both on the point. I guess the point, I'm assuming the point remains contested. It's ticking back to orange. Because orange is the current state, I think. So, as expected, this Corvette push didn't last long enough to win them the match here. I think that was their best hope. But we see the guns on this ship are still tracking, but he's not firing. I think his magazines may be down, though. Could be. Firing some riposte at the rock. Maybe trying to bait out PD or chaff. Oh, this light cruiser is going after his buddy up there. Oh, he's staying in the zone. This light cruiser is pretty crippled from repeated rail volleys, and it's still taking hits. Lifeboats going up from the Sword of Damocles earlier. See what's happening over here. Are we getting any shots on the rail array? Looks like the rail array is turning around to try to come to bear on this cruiser. This guy could be in trouble. He's pretty much fresh though, and he doesn't have his guns oriented the right way. But he's definitely headed in this direction. Yeah, and sure enough they're firing on him now. Don't think this frigate is going to withstand that for long. Maybe manages to get any shots out. I'm still not seeing the guns turn around. Wonder if there's some E-War on these guys. I see a little bit of PD. I don't see any E-War. Let's see, GANF. I think this guy's task saturated. Maybe he's trying to pay attention to the cruiser down here. Either that or his guns are inoperable for some reason. It's got to be within range. I think he's either lost power or lost magazines. Surprisingly, this blue battleship is still moving in. I would have thought that it would be out of commission by now, but these guys are still fighting. guy looks like he might have lost thruster power or something. Still has CIC. Oh, there's the reverse thrusters coming in. And then they shut down. Oh, now it's taking rails. Yeah, that's gonna be game. That indicates that this heavy cruiser over here must be pretty dead. I guess they've written it off and given up shooting on it. Probably a good call since they would have been firing long ago if he was able to. And they've officially killed the USS Teach. Okay, so we'll run the clock down here. This looks like a successful defense of the facility, Canyon facility, by Team 2. Frigate's still closing. Guns are still pointed the wrong way. I think if this frigate had started open fire a little earlier and maybe throwing some missiles out, he would have had a chance, but not now. I think he's already hosed.
The enemy is securing the objective.
And that's officially it for this battle. Let's take a look at the results. Okay, so Team 1, the unsuccessful attackers. They pretty much lost their entire fleet. This battleship dealt only 400 damage to Sword of Damocles. That's brutal. That's a brutal loss. That's really tough. That probably was the game-losing blow right there for this battleship to be eliminated without dealing any damage. That's super rough. And then we have this guy dealt 8,000, 11,000 between these two ships, and then this other battleship dealt 20,000. Over here, it looks like this was the guy that surrendered. He actually had a full fleet left. I guess he had to leave or something. I don't know. 3, 5. He only did 5,000 damage, so he actually didn't really contribute to the combat much at all, it seems like. This guy, he didn't take much damage either. His heavy cruiser got a little bit damaged. This guy, this is the QWQ guy that had the rail array and the battleship. He had the 6K fleet. And he actually was basically doing all the damage. So it was him against these two guys, and then he eliminated the battleship early. So that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did and it's your first time checking out the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And I will see you next time. Have a good day. Take care.